I do not want to join the Illuminati ever. I just read, just heard, because I typed to speak, what the Illuminati does to children. What the Illuminati does to their children, as in their own children, to make them cult followers. And it is beyond fucked up. And I just could never do that to a kid, a child. I couldn't. I don't have it in me. Also, they train them from birth to do certain things like killing animals, killing people, beating people, um, training people, um, teaching people, spying on people. There's different jobs in the Illuminati, lots of them. I just found out from a site of an ex-Illuminati member who, if he wasn't, I don't know how he knows all this shit. And if he made it up, wow, it's interesting how he made all this up. Because it sounds really legit. When I wanted to join the Illuminati, I just thought, hey, you get money. You have to sacrifice someone or something, and you get money. No. It is 6 million times worse than that. The shit they do in the Illuminati. The shit they do. You know they torture babies? They torture the baby before it even comes out of the womb. They torture a baby, a newborn baby. From the time it's a baby, a newborn, to the time it's adult. That's why they're brainwashed. They use disassociation. They trap them in dark rooms. They cut them. They beat them. They abuse them. And then they treat them like dogs. It's fucked up. Ever since I was a little kid, I said, when I have kids, I'm going to be a good parent. And I can't do that if I'm ever an Illuminati member. Because they train your kids, and you have to train your kids to be this certain fucked up kind of way. Of course I'm going to raise my kids. I'm going to teach them rules and manners and shit. But I'm not going to do this fucked up stuff to them. You know, they play loud music right when the baby comes out. They even hit the womb before the baby's even born. So it causes shock to the fetus. Fucked up. Fucked up. I don't want any part of that. The only reason the all-seeing eye and all this symbolism is in my book is because I like it. It's not because it's with the Illuminati. These things have symbolism. They have meaning. It's just like before the swastika became a Nazi thing. It was a Hinduism. I believe it was Hindu. People take symbolism from certain things and they use it as their own thing. The symbolism I use, the snake eating its own tail, the Illuminati uses that. What it means is immortality. I like that because you can live a long time. What's wrong with that? I draw the all-seeing eye and that cross, that Egyptian cross, because those both represent health and the sun. And I like representing the sun because the sun is healthy for you. I originally wanted money, just money and power from the Illuminati. But I have to do all this shit. If I have to do all this bullshit, all this horrible stuff, why? What's the point? Because they try to get their members to work for them for free. That's why they disassociate them. That's why they brainwash them. So they'll work for them for free. I don't work for anyone for free. I even told my boss that last summer. My other boss, not my main boss. He said, I do this just to help out, just to talk to people. And I said, you don't get paid? He's like, no, I'm retired. I said, well, what's the point of doing it if you don't make it, you don't gain anything? We had a mini argument about that. I don't see the point of doing anything unless you gain something. You take your kid to the park, you gain happiness because you get to spend time with your kid. Your kid's a dick. Your kid's screaming at you, calling you a loser or something. Then you take him to the park. What does that do? That teaches your kid to be rewarded for screaming at you. Wrong. Don't do that. Yeah. See, the Illuminati on purpose neglects the kids. Does a lot of neglecting. And at one point, they talked about trapping two kids in a room, and if one of them talks, the other one has to hit the other one. And if the other one talks, they're called beaters, or punishers, they're called punishers. Punishers will beat the children brutally if they talk, because they aren't allowed to talk unless they're given permission to talk. See, the difference between that is I want my kids to talk. I don't want them to be little fucked up zombies. And the person who wrote all of this stuff pretty much described what the Illuminati wants to do and is planning on doing. And apparently the Illuminati is only a 1% out of the 99% of people. And I didn't know this, but some government officials are in the Illuminati, but the government is not a part of the Illuminati, which I didn't know. The Illuminati plans to overthrow the government, even though the government is bigger than them. They plan to overthrow the government. Because the Illuminati may be rich, but they aren't huge. They own a lot of rich things. One man could be a trillionaire, and he could own all the movie industries, everything, but he's one man. And then there's 99% of the rest of the population. It's just this little club of people with a certain amount of rich people in it that can buy things for the club. If people knew how strong they were, they could take the Illuminati down right now. If people weren't brainwashed by television, by all these things, we could go and destroy every big company right now. Just get some fire, some alcohol, put a napkin or a towel in the wine container, throw it at one of the big corporations' buildings, and it will light on fire. If everyone does that in their towns, destroys all the big companies, All that needs to happen is a revolt, a revolution, a change. People need to open their eyes. We see the Illuminati in movies, and it's to accept them. They want the 99% to accept the Illuminati. I'm beginning to realize that because they know that they're small and they want to grow. They want more people to accept them and join them. Yet, joining them won't get you any money. And if it did give me money, I still don't know if I would join them. Because one day I do want to have kids, and I wouldn't risk my children getting hurt. So do I want to join the Illuminati? No, I don't. Not anymore. But I do want to get out and hide and go somewhere, live in remote place. I want to live in somewhere in the forest, somewhere in the snow, a remote place that no one will ever find. Because the world is going to go to shit. I know this. The sooner you realize this, the better. Because if you live in Stupidville forever and just say there's nothing wrong with the world, everything's fine, then when tragedy and catastrophe hits, what are you going to do? You weren't prepared. You didn't know this was coming. You're screwed. They're developing war robots that are bulletproof and pushover proof, so if you knock them over, they can stand back up. They're developing war robots. We don't have much power left anymore. We have to do something before they have more power than us. They may be small, but they have more money than us. And they're getting more money than us, and they're getting more power than us because they're buying it. Not many people get this, though. It's a scary thing to think about. I try not to think about it, but when it's right in front of your face, why do you ignore it? That's why I'm trying to do CPA marketing, so I can get fast money. CPA marketing seems like the only thing that can get me money right now. Working a shitty job, doing all this shitty stuff, what is the real goddamn point? I mean, the Federal Reserve owns what our currency is, and the Federal Reserve is owned by the Illuminati, and they want to just fuck the world up, and they have a one world government mindset. What are we going to do? What is the point of gold and silver when your government controls everything you do? They have complete control over you. I'd rather die than live in a world where I am controlled all the time, where I have no freedom. Yeah. Because even if I joined the Illuminati, I still wouldn't have freedom. I would still be controlled. It seems the only way out of this is to take them down before they get too strong, or kill yourself. Choose one. Because if we all banded together, to end this in 10 seconds, if we all banded together, we could do it. Just saying. Just saying.